Hello, today we are going to be checking out the Rustic Roots Lenormand deck by M Witherspoon. Now this book and deck set was created through Kickstarter and was published in 2020, and it comes with a super cute little tuck box that matches my shirt today. So let's get started. A little booklet. Now the booklet has a little quote in it and kind of where the idea came from it for the deck. It will not help you with different meanings of the Lenormand, so if that is what you are looking for within your deck, that will not meet that need, just so you're aware. So let's pop this out of the deck, and it even has a nice little dandelion seed gone to seed. And at the bottom of the deck we have, walking in the woods, I felt in touch with the universe and with the spirit of the universe. Alice Walker. Okay. So here we have, it starts off with, of course, the rider. Now, for people that are not very familiar with the Lenormand, it follows a pretty strict tradition, and while there's a few cards that have different names, the meanings and tend to be consistent, and your meanings are also quite heavily dependent on the question that you ask for the with your reading. We have the rider. So you can see that the backing of the deck is the same plaid pattern. Ms. Witherspoon is in Canada, so this definitely has a very Canadian vibe to it. It has the card number, the name of the card, as well as its playing card correspondent. The artwork is lovely, but also simple. There isn't a whole bunch of distracting background things happening with it. You also see that it does get a little bit of wear from shuffle and use, as most decks with a dark backside have. Just how life is, and the cardstock is pretty nice. It's flexible enough to shuffle nicely, but it's not thin, and you're not at risk of wrecking it or having it tear. Now this deck is available, I believe, only on her Etsy store that she has. I'll share that at the end, and also within the links for this video. Here's one of the cards that sometimes has different names, but I actually really like Crossroads as the name, because it really does reinforce the meaning of that card. I actually grow bleeding hearts, which is what is in this heart card. Tree ring from a cut down tree. And if you haven't noticed, they've kept the coloring very specific to white, red, and black on the beige background with white writing. A little bit of white as well to emphasize things within this photo. As you can tell, this is a petite deck. It's not very big, so you know normally my fingers are stretching like this to shuffle decks. These are pretty small, which makes it very transportable. It also makes it very ideal for doing a grand tableau. This deck also comes with 2 bonus cards. Bonus cards are additional cards besides the regular ones you see here. It has its, extra card in general, but it has a person card and a seeker card. So you can choose how you want to use your cards. You can swap out the man and the woman. You can add them if you know that you have a situation with many people that you're trying to get a reading for. Just try to put a intention for that. For instance, if I was doing a family reading, I would say I'm the seeker because I am the one seeking that knowledge. I would designate the person as maybe one of my children, and then I have the man and the woman, so I'd probably put my husband as the man and my daughter as the woman, and then the person that kind of just leaves it out for my son to be. So it's nice that it does have that bit of gender neutrality, that you have some options for how you choose to represent people. Now, when you are adding in extra cards, one of the ways you can keep all the information you want from it is to your 2 extra deck cards that are left over. If you're doing, say, Grand Tableau, you can put them on underneath your 2 extra people as well. But you just need to have that intention beforehand. Likewise, if I did a Grand Tableau and these 2 didn't show up, I would probably just leave them out, meaning they just weren't applicable or important to that reading, and therefore that's why they were not in there. So overall, this is a very handy little deck. The cards are pretty true to representing what they mean. You're not looking at it going, which card is this, and forcing you to read the name of the card. It is small and nice and handy, and overall I've been really enjoying learning the Lenormand with this deck. I'm in no way an expert. If you want that kind of information, you should probably check out some other YouTube streams or some websites. So here we have the contact information for Ms. Witherspoon. So we have her on Instagram at Tarot Doxies. We have her Etsy store called Painter's Spoon, yeah. And she has a few different decks that are available there that she's created. You can also email her if you need to ask questions, or if you find that this deck is no longer available. Last time I looked it was, but things change. Hopefully this helps you make a decision if this is a deck you would like to add to your collection. Maybe a Lenormand deck that you would maybe like to start to learn to read with, or just give yourself a different opportunity to read with a different vibe. Hopefully this helps, and we will see you later.